Hi, lovelies. I'm so excited for you to join me for this somatic yin yoga flow. Gonna get some movement out and some beautiful stillness in. Let's start sitting in a comfortable cross-legged position. And if sitting cross-legged does not feel comfortable, you can use blocks under the thighs, sit up on a block, or sit on your knees, sit bones towards your heels and thunderbolt on a block or none. You deserve to feel comfortable no matter the pose, so take the time to set yourself up. Maybe you soften your gaze or close down your eyes as you take a few grounding breaths, letting yourself land in this shape with space and fully arrive for this practice. And draw your attention, your awareness to the top of your head. And as we do a body scan, I encourage you to soften each area you draw your attention to, beginning with the scalp and letting the softening travel down the sides of the head, the forehead, towards the neck and over the cheeks. Almost like warm honey was gently pulling your skin downward. The heaviness allowing you to soften through the throat and the jaw. Over the shoulders and down the arms to the elbow, wrist, palm, and fingers. This warm, relaxing sensation travels over the chest, the back, mid-torso, low back and belly, down into your hips and thighs, knees, lower legs, soften, let go. Even your ankles, soles of feet, and toes. Notice how you feel after just a bit of time and some breathing and simple awareness. On your next inhale, flow your arms up towards the sky. And exhale, plant your right hand, reach your left fingertips up and over, side bend. We'll flow like this. Inhale, both arms reach up towards the sky. Exhale, left hand plants, right arm reaches up and over. Inhale, back to center. Letting yourself float from side to side, almost like you were a cloud being gently blown in the wind. Left and right, opening up the side body. And letting the pace of your breath dictate the pace of your movement. On your next inhale, come back to center. Exhale, cactus arms. Spread your fingers wide. Draw your heart forward or your elbows back in space. Inhale, re-lengthen, arms back up. And then coming to sit on your bum if you're not already. Soles of feet come to touch in front of you into butterfly legs. Drawing your heels a little bit farther away from your groin. Allowing your legs to bounce here for a little bit. Up and down, almost like you were a little kid in gymnastics class again. Just letting the legs bounce. Gentle shake. Help you release any stagnant energy. And then pausing the bouncing, hands on shins or ankles. Inhale, drawing the heart forward, sticking the booty out behind you. Think cow-like pose. And exhale to round, rock back on the sit bones, shoulders round in. Inhale to draw the heart forward. Exhale to press the heart back. Once more. This inhale coming to a tall spine, reaching top of head up and away from tailbone. Exhale, allow the spine to completely round as you dip your forehead and heart towards the ground into a yin-like hold. Option to bring a block underneath your forehead. I like to soften into the elbows and shine my palms up to the sky here to help any holding. By surrendering the palms upward, it signals to the body that it's time to release, let go. And then letting your breath be long and soft here. Can you lengthen your exhales? Maybe you notice the weight of the torso helping you deepen into the posture already. Or perhaps you're at your edge and you stay just where you are. Take about 3 more breaths here. Let your upper body be as heavy as possible. Pressing your palms into the ground. Help yourself draw your upper body back upright. And taking a pause to notice what's happening in the back body. After that pause, almost like a little reset before you begin moving again. And draw your hands behind you, send your weight into your hands so you can step your legs wide, knees to the sky, and windshield wiper your legs from side to side, warming up the hips. And the next time your right shin or right knee is dipping towards the ground, coming into deer or 90-90. So right shin is parallel with the short edge of your mat, left shin is parallel with the long edge. And draw your arms or your hands wide. So you're slightly leaning forward here, up on your fingertips. And inhale, reach the top of the head high. Exhale, use your heart like it's drawing towards the ground, reaching towards, almost like a magnet. Then drawing yourself back upright, think tall again. Exhale to melt, rounding towards the ground. One more, just like this, like you're riding a wave up. And back down. This time pausing here in the fold. You may choose to use blocks under your forearms, maybe under your head. And know that you do not have to be folding forward perfectly straight. If it feels more comfortable, angling your upper body a little to the left or the right, you're more than welcome to take that shape. Let your left hip really turn in. Not trying to hold it open, but allowing your body to naturally fall wherever it wants to. About 3 to 4 more breaths here to completely soften into this shape. Slowly begin to peel yourself back upright, taking your time, especially if you feel any stiffness, which is very normal in yin. Hands come to plant back behind you. Find windshield wipers with the legs once again. Come to the second side of deer. This time, left shin is parallel with the short edge of your mat. Right shin parallel with the long edge. Setting yourself up here with a wide stance with your hands, your fingers. Inhale length like you're trying to reach your ribs up and out of your hip joints. Exhale to flow forward. Inhale, rolling the spine back upright. Exhaling to bow. Once more with your breath. This exhale, staying in the forward fold and adjusting to whichever angle is most nourishing on this side for your spine and your hips. Let your shoulders round forward, shoulder blades to draw away from each other as your own body weight gently helps you open. Take your time as you start to release from the forward fold, moving back upright. Maybe you find some windshield wipers from side to side again. And eventually making your way into a tabletop position so you can press back to a downward dog, lengthening the backs of the legs, maybe pedaling the legs, the feet out. And then coming to pause in your down dog with generously bent knees, the softness in the elbows, and allow yourself to bounce here. It's okay if you feel any wiggles or jiggles, almost like you're Giving yourself a little shake off of an excess layer that you're letting go of. Just like how dogs, when they come in after the rain, they have a little shake off. You're just doing a little bounce. And pausing the bounce, walking feet towards hands, hands towards feet, coming into ragdoll, yin style forward fold. Knees are so bent that your upper body's completely supported. Arms may dangle to the ground. You can hang on to your elbows, or maybe you bring blocks under the hands. No option is right or wrong. Simply just feels what feels most supportive for you today. So that you can rest here in stillness, allowing your energy to settle, using the spaciousness to help you heal, giving you space to simply feel. Think of spreading your sit bones wide, your inner thighs spiraling behind you to help create spaciousness in the low back for about 3 more breaths. Releasing the arms if they were on blocks or you were holding, walking the feet about mat width distance, a little bit wider than hip width distance, toes slightly out, heels in, allowing your sit bones to melt towards the ground into Malasana Yogi Squat. A block or two may be handy here to sit on as your hands draw to prayer, elbows gently press into the inner thighs. And spine lengthens, top of head and tailbone reaching away from each other. As you inhale, cross your left arm across the front of left shin, right arm reaches up towards the sky, heart spirals. Exhale, hands drift back to heart, coming through center. We'll flow like this. Inhale, right arm crosses in front of right shin as left arm reaches. Exhale, back to center. Once more on each side with your breath, taking your time. There is no rush here. Allowing yourself to really feel into the movement and what actually feels good. Meet back in center with palms touching. Take a full breath in. Stick out your tongue as you exhale, lion's breath. Deep inhale. Lion's breath or big sigh. Let yourself make noise. Once more, either option, maybe you're a little bit louder this time. And then resting in stillness. About 3 more breaths here. Letting your bottom get heavy. your heart to shine forward. And removing any props out from underneath you, placing your hands behind you, and gently coming down onto your elbows, and eventually lengthening long into Shavasana. Let your body be heavy, resting into the earth. It supports you with its gentle embrace, holding you steady even as you completely let go. You are completely supported. You are free to let go. You are safe to simply just be while you're here. You are more than welcome to stay here for as long as you'd like, or to start to reawaken. Gently wiggle the fingers and the toes, drawing movement into the ankles and the wrists. Letting the air of your breath fill your torso a little bit more. And take a big stretch, reaching legs and arms away from each other. Exhale, sigh, fully release. Your knees draw in towards your chest. Maybe you rock a little from side to side. And roll over to your right hand side, pausing here. Final little integration of your practice before you return to the world. Eventually pushing yourself up. We'll meet in a comfortable seat with hands in prayer at heart center. Bow your head so your third eye meets your fingertips. And thank yourself for showing up on the mat today, for doing this act of self-love for your mind, body, and your soul. Bring your head back up. May you feel kind words. May you speak kind words. May you think kind words. Together, we bow forward and say thank you.